Hello, this is Sharyn Bovat, the Nissan Whistleblower. You could go visit me at www.nissanwhistleblower.com. Well, I was just over there at the Court of Appeals in Tennessee. Let me give you a quick scenic tour. There's where our legislature meet, and the hotels, and then there's downtown. Ever hear of the Don't Say Gay bill? You know, the really, we're a homophobe, xenophobe society? Yeah, that was proposed in that building. Anyways, I filed an appeal because my American rights were taken away. You see, I had been maliciously prosecuted, jailed 3 times, basically because I told a good old boy network to quit wasting taxpayer money, quit discriminating. Women in management at Nissan North America went from 20.9% to 10% the year I whistleblew. And then Nissan swore out warrants, had me arrested. Well, then an ADA, his name is Terry Wood, he actually signed an affidavit saying that all the persecution of me, Sharyn Bovat, was strictly his idea, and Nissan had nothing to do with it. But you see, he took something to the grand jury that he knew would, in appeal, be basically thrown out. He told and got a grand jury to indict me on stalking, email stalking, that could have jailed me for about a whole year, based on the fact that I'd done it before. But because I'd done it before and it was dropped, technically he never should have done it again at that Class C or A level. I mean, basically, they wanted to jail me for a year because I emailed Nissan executives telling them not to waste taxpayer money. I mean, I have a right to speak. The file was bad. My lawyer didn't do the proper discovery, and I'm working the court system with that. And at the end of the day, I suffered 19 months in the courts. And now that I've waken up to the fact that you can't trust all lawyers, and sometimes you have to represent yourself until you find the right lawyer, I've had to now file an appeal at that building that I just showed you. Well, anyways, long story short, if you want to know more about it, just go to Kim Helper. Google Kim Helper. She's the Williamson County DA. She let all this happen to me. Okay, well, here it is. It's a statement of issues proposed. The appeal is being requested based on these factors. The judges accepting the validity of an affidavit from ADA Terry Wood that contained false statements. Secondly, the summary judgment ruling determined that Nissan did not play a role in the persecution, yet court documents show that a private Nissan lawyer, Joe Bob, did participate in the court's actions by claiming to be the victim's representative. That would be accepting that a corporation is an individual. I can go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court with that one, Tennessee. Yeah, the plaintiff had never had the opportunity to question the ADA on a possible conflict of interest, and questions if he used his position to act as an agent for Nissan. Now, the candid thing is that the ADA Terry Wood moved to Tennessee from California about the same time Nissan came here. People have contacted me and told me that Terry Wood is connected to Nissan. I've never had that opportunity to confront him on that. If my malicious prosecution was done and Terry Wood or any of his relatives or friends had benefited from Nissan, I would hope it would be criminal. And to be candid, I will give up the whole appeal. If people will do a criminal investigation and I'm compensated minimally for 3 years of my life. Actually, if you really look at the lawsuit, I only asked for $250,000. People told me to go for millions. But I'm not about money. I'm about justice. And that scares the fuck out of people in this corrupt state. Did I tell you Tennessee's #1 in corruption? Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, the plaintiff in the malicious prosecution case discovered a conflict of interest with her lawyer in December 2012. And in January, that due diligence was not done. Upon discovering in mid-January that motions were not done on her behalf, she immediately, that was me, I immediately filed motions. Yeah. And basically the judge didn't look at those, and he granted Nissan this summary judgment. And that's why I'm doing the appeal. And somebody told me that it's political strategy for Nissan. You see, Nissan had executives like John Bradshaw dodge subpoenas. And by me doing it through the appeals process, I can't depose anybody from Nissan. I can't get anyone from Nissan on record to say, we committed fraud. We took $1.4 billion to build a car with outdated technology. we, Nissan North America, have taken oodles and oodles of taxpayer money. The collateral for the Leaf battery plant in Smyrna, Tennessee, that really doesn't have many people working at, the jobs aren't being created. The collateral is a taxpayer-funded IDB loan. Y'all, fraud happened. I proved it. And if people had listened to me, you know what could have happened? The American taxpayers could have saved $1.4 billion. But instead, they chose to listen to corrupt people aligned with U.S.